97.3 City FM. Relevant radio.
Yes,
Always.
there is the launch of the phase 1 of Hub Accra, and then of course we have all these brilliant social entrepreneurs coming into Ghana. So let's talk first about the launch of the Hub Accra. What is Hub Accra?
Hub Accra is Accra's first 24/7 working space, co-working space. So the idea is, when you're facing the sort of challenges that in this ecosystem, in this road to going from idea to market, it's really helpful to surround yourself with people who are in that same environment, who are in that same stage of life, or who are even one or two stages in front of you.
Good.
So by putting everyone in one roof and giving them the sort of support that Slicebiz and the Open University can give them, we are essentially increasing the likelihood that you don't step into your idea, you don't kind of go like, okay, I'm going to quit my job, I'm going to do this, I'm going to run with this, I'm going to spend my savings, and then you fall flat. But instead, you have a lot of people around you. You have people who want to see you go from idea to market and help you actually do
So
it.
a co-working space is a place where people. So you don't have an office there.
You rent a desk.
You just work there. Just get a desk.
You rent a desk. You have one seat at a table, but you have Wi-Fi, you have air conditioning, you have access to a meeting room, you have access to these sorts of things that, if you need to convene a meeting of 10 people, so let's say that you are an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I'm posing it back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you are looking to convene a meeting of 10 people here in Accra.
Good.
Right?
I don't have an office. I don't have a.
Where do you go?
Probably one of these internet cafes or one of these hotels.
Totally. And so let's say now the hotels become crowded because there's lots of people trying to do startups.
And the internet is dodgy as well in these
Correct.
hotels.
Correct. So where do you go?
So I come to Hub Accra.
You come to
do I
Hub Accra.
pay to use the place?
You do.
So it's like a membership of some sort.
It is.
So can I give it as an address? If somebody says, where do you work? Where can I get you? I'm at Hub Accra.
Correct.
That's where I'm always found. How big is this place?
We can host around 50 entrepreneurs.
That's small. But it's a start, okay.
That's what we call it phase 1.
Phase 1. So 50 entrepreneurs. It's an open, so it's a building.
Yeah.
But where do you see this going to in say 4 years?
Yeah, we see the ability for you to, first of all, skip traffic.
Good.
And say, do you know what, today I have a meeting downtown in East Legon. So I'm going to work from Hub Accra, East Legon.
Okay, so you decentralize it. So we have Accra, different Hub Accras. Brilliant. Is this thing the same thing I heard Kenya has, and it's in different technology hubs as well?
Very similar.
The
so
Kenyans have
88 miles per hour, iHub, and they're actually, a lot of them are also in the same space. They're working together to try and facilitate this ecosystem. And so, we're not the only ones working on this. You have people like Google, Meltwater has some sort of aspect of this.
Yeah.
But we're trying to come in and say, listen, everyone's doing interesting things, but we're going to kind of make this happen today and now, here and now.
So what is Slicebiz role in this Hub Accra?
Okay, so these entrepreneurs come, they have great working space, they have internet and all of that. But it doesn't end there. You create products, you create services, you have to take them to market.
Okay.
How do you fund them? We are in Hub Accra to create a certain kind of hub ventures of sort. So there's a pipeline of entrepreneurs coming out, and there should be a steady stream of investors willing to invest in these.
So you match them.
We are matching.
You're a matchmaker between fresh, brilliant entrepreneurs and rich and hungry
like you.
investors.
Like you.
That's interesting. so who is bringing all these people to Ghana? Here we have His Royal Highness Fahad Al Saud, the Saudi Prince. We have Kathy Rogers for IBM, Chris Shipley, Guidewire Group, Roseanne Ahmed, PR specialist. I mean, these are top draw people. Who's bringing them to Ghana?
Okay, so the Unreasonable Institute it's an organization founded by reasonable people.
The Unreasonable Institute.
Yes. Social Enterprise Accelerator.
Accelerator.
Wow. Disruptive technology.
Yes, and
thinking outside the box.
Yeah, and their basic premise is that all change is really dependent on the reasonable man, because the reasonable man doesn't adapt himself to the world. He tries to change it to suit himself. So what they are doing is that they are creating social enterprises that change the world.
Okay.
And they are taking them on a circumnavigation tour. So they are going to mostly emerging markets with great potential. So it's a great honor for them to choose Ghana at this point because of all the buzz about our growth rates and all of that. So it's a reasonable institute, together with the Stanford D School
Okay.
and the Semester at Sea program. And they are coming to Ghana, and we are hosting.
So who else are we expecting?